Hello children, good morning to all of you. Welcome back in mathematics class. Children, yesterday we have started the chapter percentage. We have completed the first exercise 6a. Today we are going to start the second exercise of the chapter percentage, and that is 6a. So see, I have written some questions for you. The first question is 36% of the students in a school are girls. 36% students are girls. If the number of boys in the school is 1440, find the total strength of the school. So this is your first question, children, and see how easy it is. It is saying that percentage of girls is equal to 36. This is given in your question. So children, from here you can see that if 36% are the girls, then what will be the percentage of boys? Percentage of boys will be 100% minus 36%, because the maximum percentage is always 100. So from 100%, 36% are the girls. So remaining percent will be the boys. So remaining percent will be 100 minus 36, that is 64%. That means from the total strength, 64% are the boys. But in your question it is given that number of boys is 1440. Number of boys is 1440 and percentage of the boys is 64%. Then what will be the total strength? Children, suppose that the total strength be X. Let the total strength be X. The total strength be X. If total strength is X, then from this X, 64% are the boys. We take the percentage out of a number. Here 64% of the total strength are the boys. And we know that the number of boys is 1440. That means both the terms should be equal. 64% of X is also the number of boys, and 1440 is also the number of boys. So by solving this equation, we will get what is the strength of the school. So solve this one. 64% means 64 upon 100, of means multiply, and X is equal to 1440. So X is equal to 1440 into 100 upon 64. Yes, by cross multiplication. 64 is numerator here. When transfer the other side of the equal, it will become denominator. 100 is denominator. So when transfer other side, it will become numerator. Now solve and get your answer. Now you can see that 8 is dividing 64 by 8 times. 8 is dividing this number by 8 1s are 8, 8 8s are 64, and then 8 0 0. Now 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16, and 4 5s are 20. And 2 is dividing 45 by 22.5 times. That means X is equal to 2240. That means the total strength of the school is 2250. Understood? Now see the second question. In an examination, a student has to secure 40% marks to pass. The passing marks percentage is 40%. Now here, Rahul gets 178 marks and fails by 32 marks. Then what are the maximum marks? See children, in your question it is given that percentage of passing marks. Percentage of passing marks is 40%. And here Rahul is getting 178 and he is failed by 32 marks. So what does it mean? It means if Rahul is given 32 more marks, then he will become pass. It means the passing marks will be 178 plus 32. Is this understood? Rahul is getting 178, but he fails by 32. That means if 32 marks is given to Rahul, he will pass. That means the passing marks should be 178 plus 32. So by adding these two, 210. Now children see, passing marks is 210 and percentage of passing marks is 40. If you suppose the maximum marks is X, let the maximum marks be X, then according to the question, 40% of X must be equal to 210, because passing marks is 210 and passing percentage is 40%. So from where we will take the percentage? The percentage is always out of the total marks. From the total marks, the 40% is passing marks. That is why this equation is framing. 40% of total marks is equal to 210. Now solve and get the value of X. 40% means 40 upon 100. Of means multiply. Then X is equal to 210. Here you can see that 1 0 are cancelling each other. Now X is equal to 210 into 10 upon 4. By cross multiplication, 4 will become denominator, 10 will become numerator. Now solve this one. 4 dividing by 2, coming to 2 5s are 10. 2 dividing 210 by 105 times. That means X is equal to 105 into 5, that is 525. That means maximum marks is 525. Understood? Now note down these questions, then we will do some more questions. Okay children, now see the next question. The next question is 8% of the students in a school remained absent on a day. 8% students are absent. If 1633 students attended the school, then how many remained absent? That means number of present students is given. Number of present students. Number of present students is 1633 and percentage of absent is given. Percentage of absent is 8. So children, from here you can find percentage of present. Percentage of present students will be 100% minus 8%, that means 92%. So if 92% are present, so suppose that the total students be X. Let the total students be X. If total students are X, then 92% of X is equal to 1633. Now solve this one. 92 upon 100 into X is equal to 1633. That means X is equal to 1633 into 100 upon 92. Now solve this one. 4 dividing this number by 23 times and 4 dividing 100 by 25 times. Now from 23 divide this number. When 23 divides 2 6 are 12, 2 7 are 14. Take it 7 times. 7 3 are 21. 2 carry on. 7 2 are 14. 2 16. 3 minus 1 is 2. 23 1 are 23. That means you are watching that if 23 divides this number, you are getting 71. So x is equal to 71 into 25. 5 1 are 5, 5 7 are 35, 2 1 are 2, 2 7 are 14. That means the total number of students is 1775. Now you can find the number of absent students. Number of absent students. Number of students will be total students minus present students. Total students minus present students. So 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 minus 6 is 1. That means 142 students will be your answer. Understood? 142 students were absent on that day. Now the next question. On decreasing the price of an article by 6%, it becomes 1551. This is the question number 6 in your book, children. Now see how to solve this one. Questions are very easy. See here, let the original price be x. Let the original price be rupees x. Then according to the question, the price is decreased by 6%. Price is decreased by 6% means x minus 6% of x, and that is equal to rupees 1551. When the price is decreased by 6%, then it becomes 1551. Now solve and get the value of x. X minus 6 upon 100x is equal to 1551. By taking LCM, 100x minus 6x upon 100 is equal to 1551. Now 100 minus 6 is 94. This 100 will be cross multiplied. So 1551 into 100. That means x is equal to 1551 into 100 upon 94. Again, I hope you can solve this question. See how to solve. Divided by 2, then you are getting 47. And 100 by 2 times, then you will get 50. Now 47 will divide 1551. So how much you will get? See here, 47 is dividing 1551. So take it 3 times. 3 7s are 21, 2 carry on. 3 4s are 12, 2 14. 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 4 is 1 and then 1. Now again 3 times, then you will get. That means 47 is dividing this number by 33 times. That means x is equal to 5 3s are 15, 1 16. So the original price is, that means the original price is rupees 1650. Okay? Note down these questions, then we will do some more questions. Your next question is, the price of an article is increased by 25%. By how much percent must this new value be decreased to restore its former value? That means first there is some value. That value is increased by 25%. So we have got a new value. Now question is asking how much the new value should be decreased so that again we will get the original value. So see how to solve this one. Children, in this case, suppose that the price be rupees. Suppose we are taking 100 rupees. Suppose the price of the article be rupees 100. If price is 100 rupees, then what will be the increase in price? Increase in price will be 25% of 100, that means rupees 25. 25 rupees, the price is increasing. Then what will be the increased price? Increased price will be 100 rupees plus 25, that means 125. Earlier the price is 100 rupees, now it has become 125. Now question is asking, what percent of this new value should be decreased so that again we will get the new original value, means first value. This is your question asking. How much percent of this value should be decreased so that again we get the former value, means first value. So see, suppose that let X percent of this new price should be decreased. Understood? Should be reduced or decreased. Is this clear? Suppose X percent of this new price should be reduced. Therefore, what we will get now? According to the question, when from this 125 we are going to reduce X percent of 125, again we are getting 100 rupees. Understand this point because this is the main point here. X percent of the new value is reduced from this new value. Then we are getting the old price or the former value. So this is the equation. Now solve and get your answer. 125 minus X upon 100 into 125 is equal to rupees 100. Children, when 100 is transferred this side, it will become 125 minus 100. And this number is transferred right hand side, so this is 125 upon 100 because it is minus, so when transferred with right hand side it will become positive. Now 25 5s are 25 4s are, that means when you reduce you are getting 5x by 4, and here 125 minus 100 is 25. Now by cross multiplication, 25 into 4 upon 5 will be the value of X. So 5 5s are 25 and 5 4s are 20. That means X is equal to 20. That means 20% of the new value should be decreased to restore its former value. Understood? See once again and try to solve. This is very important question. Now see this one. A man gave 35% of his money to his elder son and 40% of the remainder to his younger son. Now he is left with rupees 11,700. How much money had he? So see this one. Suppose that he had X rupees. Let he had rupees X. If the man had X rupees, then how much money was given to elder son? Money given to elder son. This is 35% of X, means 35 upon 100x. 5 dividing 35 by 7 times, 100 by 20 times, that means 7 by 20. This money was given to the elder son. Now 40% of the remainder. So first find out the remaining money. What will be the remaining money now? Man had X rupees. From X he had given 7x by 20 to elder son. So remaining will be X minus 7x by 20. Solve this by taking the LCM. 20 is taken LCM. Then 20x minus 7x, that means 13x upon 20. 13x upon 20 is the remaining money. Then you can get the money to younger son. how much money he is giving to younger son? 40% of remaining means 40% of 13x upon 20. That means 40 upon 100 into 13x upon 20. You can see that 20 is dividing 40 by 2 times and 2 is dividing 100 by 50 times. That means 13x upon 50. This money was given to younger son and this money was given to elder son. And he had left with money 11,700. So children, you can see that money given to elder son, money given to younger son, and the remaining of the money, if we add all the three, we must get the total money which is equal to x. That means according to the question you are watching, that x plus 7x by 20 plus 13x by 50, x is equal to 7x by 20 plus 13x by 50 plus 11,700. Is this understood? Money given to elder son, money given to younger son, and left money. Addition of all the three should be equal to the total money. Now solve and find the value of x. Say this one. Bring the like terms together. X minus 7x upon 20 minus 13x upon 50 is equal to 11,700. If we take the LCM here 100, then 100x minus 5 7 are 35x minus 13 2 are 26x is equal to 11,700. 100 minus 35, 65. 65 minus 26, 39. That means here we are getting 39x is equal to 1170 into 100. This 100 will be cross multiplied that side. So x is equal to 39 will divide 117 by 3 times. That means 300 into 100. So x is equal to 30,000. That means the man had money of 30,000 rupees. Okay children, now note down these questions, then we will do some more. Okay, note down. Now see this question number 14. 5% of the population of a town were killed in an earthquake and 8% of the remainder left the town. If the population of the town now is 43,700, what was its population at the beginning? So see children how to solve this one. Suppose that the population at the beginning be x. Let the population at the beginning be x. In starting the population be x. Now 5% of the population were killed in an earthquake. So how will you find the killed people in earthquake? Killed people in earthquake. That means 5% of x. That means 5 upon 100x, that means x upon 20. X upon 20 people were killed in the earthquake. Is this clear? Now question is saying 8% of the remainder left the town. So first we will find the remainder people. What will be the remaining people now? Total people were x. Out of x, x by 20 were killed. So remaining people will be, take 20 LCM here. You will get 20x minus x. That means 19x by 20. 19x by 20 people were remaining in the town. Out of these people, 8% left the town. That means left people will be 8% of 19x upon 20. Is this clear or not? The people who left the town, they are 8% of the remaining. So solve this one. This will be 8 upon 100 into 19x upon 20. 4 dividing 8 by 2 times. 4 dividing 25 by 25 times. 2 dividing 20 by 10 times. That means 19x upon 250. These many people had left the town. Now the remaining people is 43700. That means according to the question, the total people should be equal to the killed people, the people who left the town, plus the remaining people, that is 43700. Is this understood? At the beginning, the people number is x. X by 20 people were killed in the earthquake. 19x by 250 left the town, and these people remained in the town. So if we add these three, we must get the people at the beginning. Now solve and get the answer. X minus x by 20 minus 19x by 250, and it is equal to 43700. I have brought both the left hand side. Now by taking the LCM, solve here. Here we can take the LCM. What should we take? Take 500. If we take 500, then here we are getting 500x minus 25x minus 25 2s, and 2 into 19, 38x is equal to 43700. Now 500 minus 25, 475. 475 minus 38, 15 minus 8 is 7, 6 minus 3 is 3, 437. That means 437x, 437x upon 500 is equal to 43700. Is this understood? 500 minus 25 minus 38, we are getting 437. Now by cross multiplication you can find the value. Here x is equal to 43700 into 500 upon 437. 437 dividing this number, we are getting 100. So 100 into 500 is 50,000. That means population of the town at the beginning was 50,000. Okay children, now note down these questions so that we can do some more. Children, now see the question number 15. A and B are two towers. The height of A is 20% less than that of B. How much percent is B's height more than that of A? Height of A is 20% less than B. Then how much percent B is more than from A? That you have to find. So see how to solve this question. Suppose that height of B is x. Let the height of B is x. Okay? If height of B is x, then what will be the height of A? The height of A will be x minus 20% of x, because according to the question, the height of A is 20% less than that of B. Height of B is x, so x minus 20% of x will be the height of A. Solve and find its value. X minus 20 upon 100x, 20 dividing 100 by 5 times. If we take LCM 5 here, 5 will be multiplied with x, become 5x minus, here x will remain, that means 4x upon 5. This is the height of A. If height of B is x, then height of A is 4x by 5. Now question is saying, how much percent of B's height more than that of A? How much percent of A is more? That you have to find. See how to solve. Suppose that B is y percent more than A's height. Is this understood? We are supposing that B is y percent more than A's height. That means, what is the question saying? Height of A is 4x plus 5. Y percent more means 4x by 5 plus y percent of 4x by 5 is equal to height of B. Height of B is x. That we have supposed here. According to the question, height of B is y percent more than that of A. So height of A, we are getting this one. Height of A plus y percent of height A is equal to height of B. By solving this, we can get the value of y. First transfer this 4x by 5 in the right hand side. Then you will get x minus 4x by 5. And here what will remain? Y upon 100 into 4x upon 5. Solve this by taking the LCM. In the left hand side, y upon 100 into 4x upon 5 is equal to, by taking the LCM 5x minus 4x upon 5. If we take the LCM 5 here, we are getting this one. 5x minus 4x, that is x. So x upon 5. If we transfer this value in the right hand side, then we are getting 5 upon 4x. And in the left hand side, we will left with y upon 100. Is this understood? Y upon 100 is remaining. This number is transferred right hand side. So 5 will multiply in numerator, 4x will be in denominator. From here you can see that 5 is dividing 5, x is dividing x. We are getting 1 upon 4. When this 100 is transferred right hand side, we will get y is equal to 1 by 4 into 100. That means y is equal to 25. That means the height of B is 25% more than the height of A. Understood? See children, the question is very good. Must try to understand well. Okay? Note down, then after we will do some more questions. See this question. The population of a village increases 7% every year. The population of the town increases 7% every year. If the present population is 80,000, then what will be the population after 2 years? See children how to solve this one. In the question, present population is 80,000 and increased percent is 7%. So children, what will be the population after 1 year? Population after 1 year. After 1 year, present population plus 7% of population. This will be the total population after 1 year. Find it out. 80,000 plus 7 upon 100 into 80,000. These double zeros are cancelling each other. We are getting 80,000 plus 5,600. 7 into 800 is 5,600. That means after 1 year, the population of the town will be 85,600. This is the population after 1 year. Now after 1 year, what will be the population after next year? Population after 2 years. Children, after 1 year, the population has become this one. So, again the 7% of this population will be added, because 7% every year it is increasing. So, after 1 year, when the population has become 85,600, then in the next year, 7% of this population will increase. This point you have to understand. After 1 year, the population has become 85,600, then the 7% of this new value will increase. Understood? Now solve and that will be your answer. So 85,600 plus 7 upon 100 into 85600. You are watching that 100 is reducing these two zeros. Now 85,600 plus 7 is multiplied by 856. 7 into 6 42, 4 carry on. 7 into 5 35, 4 39, 3 carry on. 7 8 are 56, 3 59. Now add both the numbers. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 9 is 9. 9 6 15, 1 carry on. 5 5 10, 1 11. 8 plus 1 is 9. That means after 2 years, the population will become 91,592. Understood? Children, for today only this much. On the next class, we will start a new exercise. Today your exercise number 6B is over. Must solve all the questions, and if you have any problem, then you can ask me. Okay? Bye-bye.